I'm Hailey.
I'm Sean.
And welcome to Hailey Hates Everything.
I pick a surprise topic.
And I get high and opinionated so we can discuss it together.
So grab a snack and hang out with us for
Hailey Hates Everything.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Hailey Hates Everything. I'm Sean.
And I'm Hailey.
We hope you guys have been enjoying the podcast so far. Might as well get to the details first. You can follow us on Instagram at Hailey Hates Everything.
There are underscores in there. Oh. You forget the underscores.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Hailey _hates _everything.
Yep, there we go. And there's the website, HaileyHatesEverything.com, where you can find links to everything and any additional show notes or links or anything related to...
Yeah, links to like the videos we watched in the first episode. There's a whole bunch of pictures and links to recipes and DIY shit for what we talked about in the mini episode, which is the experiments that we did. So yeah, any relevant information, you're going to be able to find it on HaileyHatesEverything.com.
If you guys got any feedback or there's anything that comes up in an episode like today's episode that you want to share anything,
I mean, feel free to chime in.
Yeah.
I want to hear your opinions too. If I get to bitch about something for an hour, you can bitch about it too.
Yeah, for
sure.
So
I want to hear from you. You better give them the email address though.
Yep. So you can email us at HaileyHatesEverything@gmail.com. You can send like hates just to me at hatemail at HaileyHatesEverything.com.
There's a lot of words here, you guys.
Yeah.
And we're sorry, but we're not sorry because we do find it fun and we do want to hear from you. Also, you can leave us a voicemail and there's a link in the description of the episode with the link to the voicemail. You don't have to download any extra crap. Like I tried it out myself just to make sure that it worked.
Oh, awesome.
It's a link. You can leave a message via the website, essentially. You can record something, and you don't have to download anything else.
Oh, cool.
It's really quick and simple, so feel free. We would enjoy a voicemail or two. Just don't be an asshole. That's all. Not to us, anyway. You can be an asshole to other people.
All right, are you ready to get on with the secret topic?
Oh my gosh. Okay. You've been going back and forth. You're like, I don't know if it should be this thing, but I have some ideas and I don't know if it should be this. So I don't know what is happening and I'm very frightened.
Well, this one's like a classic. I think most everybody's going to have something about this.
Oh, okay.
And that is...
Wait, drum roll.
Public restrooms.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord. Ew, Sean.
Yep, just anything out in the public.
I hate the public, but I also hate public restrooms. Public restrooms are the worst. They're disgusting. I hate them. Fecal matter everywhere. Just gross. I hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them. Okay, this is all right. So I can do this.
We're talking like restrooms at restaurants, schools, just like
truck stops,
like national parks,
any kind of outdoors area. Oh my gosh, the memories are flooding back to me. I'm remembering things I wanted to forget. Oh, it's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a duty. All right, how do you have this laid out? What's happening?
All right, so. I don't know if you want to start out with any stories or anything. Otherwise, I found some stories on the internet.
Oh, I got stories. I got stories.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. When people use the bathroom at somewhere not their house, and I already know what people do in bathrooms not their house. Kids be pissing all over the floor. Yeah. There's always urine crusted at the bottom of the toilet because these children don't know how to aim. It's gross. I hate using the bathroom at other people's houses too. That also counts as a public restroom to me, and I don't like it because I know what happens in a bathroom. Okay, It's a natural thing. We all have to do it. Stuff goes in, stuff has to come out. You know, it's the way of life, the circle of life, if you will. So I understand that, but I just don't like sharing a toilet with anyone. Like, I have my own bathroom. This is how much I don't like sharing a bathroom. I have my own bathroom in our house. Sean has his own bathroom. We needed that. That was something I had to have in a house.
I've probably used Hailey's toilet, I don't know, a handful of times. Like, either something's been going on in my bathroom or, like, guests or something like that. But
and anytime anyone else has to use my bathroom, Clorox the house down boots. Because it needs to be... I don't like sharing. No, thank you. So it already freaks me out. Look, I know what the kids do. They piss everywhere. And I've never, thank the Lord, hallelujah, I've never been in a men's public restroom. Unless it's one of those, like, unisex when everybody has to go into this one toilet in the woods. And that's okay. We'll get to that. I need to take note. I've never been in a men's restroom. Obviously, I go in a women's restroom, and it's not pretty. I mean, they treat public restrooms worse than they treat their own restroom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So they don't
sure.
care if they piss on the seat. They don't care if they don't flush. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't want to see your turd. Thank you. Please flush. They don't care if they leave things... like tampons and shit out. They don't bother. It's awful. So I don't enjoy it. And I'm not saying everybody's dirty. Don't be like, oh, not all women. Yes, I know. But a lot of people, women or not, are dirty ass people, and they will do whatever because they don't have to clean it up. And it's not fun. Also, like, the chemicals they use to clean these restrooms are just gross. Like, here's the thing. It's this, like, kind of pine sol, but floral, but not, but bleach. But it's a very odd smell. And I have a conditioner for my hair that I like because it adds moisture. But it smells like a public restroom, like a clean public restroom, if there is such a thing.
Yeah, clean one.
It smells like a clean one, but it's that chemical smell. And every time I have these flashbacks of being in a public restroom when I wash my hair, and it's not comforting. It's not relaxing. Showers need to be a relaxing time. Yeah. There's hot water beating down on you. You get to relax. Your muscles relax. You get to smell the nice body wash, and that it should be a nice little moment of relaxation.
You don't want to be brought back to that time when the floors were all wet and you're trying not to sit on the seat and it's just horrible, and single-ply toilet paper and everything.
You were there?
Smells.
Were you there? Yes. Yeah, so I don't want to remember that stuff when I'm trying to relax. That's like the anti-relaxing. And I've been in a restroom with all of those things. Yeah, I think we all have, right? Where there's that thin-ass toilet paper.
Yeah.
The thin-ass kind. That every time you pull on it, it just rips. Completely rips. And so you end up with like 25 squares of this thin-ass toilet paper, because that's what equals a 2-ply toilet paper. And you just have all these bits that you have to hope, do their thing and then don't get like stuck, and then you have to get more stuff. And oh my God, the thin-ass
and then those wispy ones that aren't even like perforated, you just like pull it and it goes,
and it just
kind of like goes into a rope almost.
Yes. What am I going to do with a rope?
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But hang myself in their bathroom and they're going to have to clean it up.
There's no way it would hold anything. You like breathe on, you like go, and that stuff rips in half.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. And like you said, the wet bathrooms. I mean, we've been in some wet bathrooms. We had to help someone off the floor of a wet bathroom. You remember that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. A friend of ours was drunk and was on the floor of this bathroom that was very dirty and very wet. And we had to help her off the floor and out into the world. And I don't know if that jacket that she was wearing survived, but because it soaked up a lot of mess. It was not a good day, or night rather.
Yeesh.
It was a long ass night because we had to end up taking care of people.
Yeah. Well, and then I don't even know if you're necessarily wearing like some of the public men's restrooms, especially like, I don't know. I've seen them at stadiums or we were at a drag club or something where they have just the urinal trough. It's just the whole wall is just like a trough.
It's just a shelf you pee in.
Yeah, there's no dividers, there's nothing. You just go up to, essentially it looks like a trough that like a horse would eat out of or something. Yeah. And it's just this thing you pee into, and everyone's pee goes together into like a single drain.
Ew.
The pee combines.
Oh, that's nasty. And how convenient though. Like,
yeah.
As a dude, you can just go into a room, whip it out, and relieve yourself.
True.
And you're done. I mean, the convenience of that is astounding. If I could do that, oh my God, I'd have so much more extra time. It's just because I like to be very clean.
We did get you that camping pee thing.
Yeah.
For emergencies.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't used it. Thank God. I thought I was going to have to use it on the last road trip that we went on. We went to Glacier National Park back in September, October. And yeah, there was a late night, so not anything was really open. And I had to go. And it was cold out, which makes it worse. And I was like, oh crap. He got that thing for me as a joke, but I might have to use it, and I have no idea how to use it. It's basically a funnel that you attach to your lady business, and then you let it flow. And it pees out like a dick. And it's just frightening to look at, and the thought of using it disgusts me thoroughly.
It'd be interesting to find out if anybody's used one of those before.
Yeah, if you've
how their
used
experience
one, I
is.
want to know what happened. And did you have to fully disrobe? Were you able to get it in there? Especially if you're a fat woman. I want to know your experience because I got thighs for days. And just the idea of having to, get this thing in there. I mean, I'd still have to pull my pants all the way down, which defeats the purpose of like letting it loose in the woods because I need to real quick.
Yeah.
So we're getting really into it with the people. We barely know them. And already we're talking about peeing in funnels in the woods. So look, we all function. We all have these various forms of these parts. So don't be uncomfortable now. You're a grown-ass person. Let's just talk about life as it is. We all do these things.
I guess as we kind of somewhat segued into the woods, we could talk about like park toilets, if you want to call them that in some places.
It's a hole in the ground.
Yep.
In a shack. That's essentially all you're getting.
Yeah, so
lucky.
We've been to that kind in like Olympic National Park and Glacier National Park, where there's a shack on top of a pit, as I guess you can call it.
Yeah, pit is better. It's bigger than a hole. It's a pit.
Yeah, and then there's like essentially a hole in the floor with a toilet seat. I mean, it's not like
a hollowed out toilet on top.
Yeah.
It's basically just the around structure and the lid of the seat, like the seat you sit on.
There's like, I don't know.
And
like
there you look down and it's a fucking cavernous pit, all right?
Yeah.
You don't know how deep that thing goes. You're looking down into the canyon of this shit-filled pit, and it stinks, and there's usually flies, and there's just all these goopy pieces of toilet paper in there. I look because I don't want to see a snake, okay? Even if you've read Outlander, they have the outhouse toilet that's a pit with the shack around it. And Jamie's kid goes out. Spoiler alert, Jamie has a kid. If you haven't caught up. So Jamie's kid goes out to use this toilet, falls in, First
Oh,
problem.
jeez.
But it's filled with snakes. And I don't want a snake biting my booty or anything else. So I look to see if anything's foot. Is there a human being in there? Like, what is happening? I want to know if something is trapped in there. I'm not using that toilet, okay? I don't want anything jumping up at me. I don't want any surprises. So I do check. But it's also very cold. There's a definite draft coming from that pit.
For sure.
It's like you think there's got to be some access point with air because it is so cold, and it's hitting your business and it's making it harder to use the bathroom. Like it makes you, for me, the cold makes me have to pee more, but it makes it harder to go because I'm just like, oh God, it's so cold. And most of these like park bathrooms, they don't have sinks. There's no way to wash your hands. Water.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they're out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
They're out of soap, even if they do have a sink. So like that one that we went to in the Redwoods. Oh, that thing was disgusting. Oh. I don't know if you went there, but it was at the visitor center of the Avenue of the Giants or whatever. It was at the visitor center of the Avenue of the Giants, and the ladies' restroom was, or maybe there was just one. I don't remember. But I had to go really bad. It was like an all-day trip for us. And I held it as long as I could. This was the only place to go. They didn't have restrooms inside. This thing, wet, sloshy ground, no toilet paper. I think it had a sink, but I didn't trust nothing in there. But I had no choice. And so thankfully I was able to like have some stuff with me to cover the seat. Well, first, if I have alcohol spray or I have a Clorox wipe or something in my purse, I wipe it down. I'll wipe it down. And then I lay everything out on the seat, do my biz. And I had the like Kleenexes and napkins and stuff, because I shove a lot of Kleenexes and napkins in my purse. Sometimes it's like overflowing with extra napkins. I'm that kind of person. And thankfully, though, they came in handy because this place didn't have toilet tissue and I had lots of napkins and stuff. But it's just such a bother. It's such a bother. And it's so gross. And thankfully, now we have wipes in the car and lots of anti-bac everywhere. I think I have 3 anti-bacs in my purse right now just to be safe. And it's so gross. And then just the cavernous feeling when you're in the shack with the hole in it. And there, sometimes the doors don't lock, or there's a lot of windows and there's a lot of air and stuff coming in. Spiders in the corner.
Somehow it's never very clear whether or not someone's in the restroom or whatever. So there's always someone trying to pull on the door or something.
Yeah. And I feel like they never hear you when you're just a minute or somebody's in here. They feel like, did I hear voices? I don't know if that was real or not. And then they try the thing again. And then, everybody expects everybody to just be quick, in and out, in and out. But, it's so gross, and I'm taking my time so I can make sure that I'm very particular about where I'm touching and how everything, if my clothes are touching I don't want my clothes touching the floor. You have to be very particular. It takes some time. And I'm slow anyway, and I want to be clean. I'm very thorough. So it takes time. And so I don't like when people are constantly fucking with the thing either. The doorknob. Just slow down. Just slow down. Hold it. I know it sucks. I know it can be painful. I thought my bladder was going to burst when we went to Canada because we went all day and we never stopped.
Tangent alert. Tangent alert.
And I really thought I was going to die. That was the trip. You weren't there.
Yeah.
I was with those girls.
I would have stopped for you.
Well, there wasn't anywhere to stop though. That was the thing. Is there's so much of that drive is just nothing, and there was nowhere to stop. Literally nowhere. So we got into downtown Vancouver, BC, and we found a parking garage because we had to change clothes for the concert because we weren't even going to a hotel. It was we drove from Tacoma to Vancouver, BC. Just an 8-hour drive, I think. We went to this parking garage under a Costco. And we didn't even have Costco cards. That was the thing. Oh. And we weren't even from Canada. We go to this Costco and we're like, we just have to use the bathroom. It was like 3 of us. And so they let us.
Oh, that's
Because
nice.
Canada is so nice. Canada,
Yeah.
you're so kind and we love you. They let us go use the restroom. And so I did not die and I felt so much better. But then we had to go back to the parking garage and change clothes for the concert and do our makeup and our hair in the parking garage. We were just like standing outside the car doing our makeup and stuff. People thought we were nuts. We went to this concert. I don't know how I did that. Like nowadays, there's no fucking way I could do this. I wouldn't survive. I would just die of exhaustion. We went to the concert and then we drove the 8 hours back
Oh my god.
to Tacoma.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot. It's insane. And I think we got in at like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. And then I think I just had an hour sleep before we had to get ready to leave the next day. And
Yikes.
oh yeah, I got way off topic on that one. Way off topic. Still restroom related.
Yes.
But more about the urgency than the conditions. The Costco restroom wasn't too bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What about, you have any crazy experiences with sharing a public restroom? Someone in another stall or someone just in there?
Oh, okay. Well, this is creepy because this happened to me a lot in school. I would go use the restroom and people would be standing there like looking in the crack of the door, like looking at you.
That's weird.
And I'm not okay with that. Turn your bitch ass around, go wash your hands, and get the fuck out of here. Which is what I should have told them had I been me today back in middle school.
That's where you need like a squirt gun and just like
Oh,
squirt
gosh,
them through
that'd
the
be
crack
great.
and be like, oops, sorry.
Yeah. That'd be so great.
Whoa, how did that happen?
I love the thought of them thinking they got shot with pee-pee or something. Oh my god. Oh, that would have been great. Yeah. So, yeah, the peeping toms I don't like. Or peeping tammies. That's not fun. Also, like kids. Kids will like lay on the floor of the bathroom if they're in the stall with their mom. And this one time, this kid like pushed his head under my stall while I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh no.
And I was like, ew. And then thankfully I heard her say something to him and grab him. But I was like, oh my God, this little freak. So, first of all, you're on the bathroom floor, you dirty little mouse.
Yeah.
Why? Secondly, get out of my business. There's no need. So I also hate public restrooms because they have all that space at the bottom and between the door and the frame of the thing. Because people will like look or they'll, happen depending on how wide. Because some have really wide gaps, and so I hate when they don't go. The sides don't go all the way to the bottom. Like, oh my god, one of the best bathroom. Can we talk about just one of the best bathrooms? Is
Tangent alert. Tangent alert.
that Iceland Air VIP lounge stall.
Yeah. We were coming back. It was our flight from Iceland back to Portland or whatever, and they had like something where you could like bid on an upgrade or something. We ended up getting this upgrade, so we got to go to the first class. What's it called? It's just
the airline seat. Oh, you mean the lounge?
the lounge. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, first class alone was just like, oh my god. This is the way that I was meant to travel. And I didn't even think that we would even get the upgrade because it was a thing you just had to like kind of bid on.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, we'll do the basic, So we didn't expect it. And it was at the end of the trip, so we were so tired. We were coming back to the States. And I mean, first class alone. Oh, so comfortable. But the lounge, so when we got to the
that was
airport,
amazing.
all early, we get to go to this VIP lounge since we had the first class upgrade. And it was so nice.
Yeah.
Like the fact that people do this on the reg, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
I am so jealous because they have these big old seats with like chargers and stuff. You could just chill in. They had a little buffet that would change throughout the day depending on if it was breakfast or lunch or
This
whatever.
is the whole lounge, not just the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm talking about the whole
I know,
lounge. There were
yeah.
like tables and chairs and little couches and stuff. Some dude was snoring part of the time. They had all these drinks. Everything was free. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was glorious.
It was just so comfortable. And I wait as long as I can before I go to the bathroom before a flight, because I'm not using the bathroom on the plane. We'll get to that, I imagine.
Yeah, and planes, yeah.
So I don't use the bathroom on a plane for sure. So I wait as long as I can. And I was kind of worried, even though everything was nice, but I still hate public restrooms. I go in, there was soft music playing. There were little reed diffusers in all of the restroom stalls. They had little Kleenexes and stuff, and the lighting was nice.
There's like some art in them or something.
Yeah, they had art. All the walls went all the way down to the floor.
Yeah.
They had these like frosted glass doors that had big locks, and it was just a very pristine,
like
calming,
your own private little room. It was pretty fantastic.
It was fantastic.
They had I think they had like multiple things to hang your stuff on, and you know, the hooks and stuff.
And it was such a wonderful experience. And the idea that I've ever had to use a restroom at an airport with that nasty ass toilet seat cover paper that just recycles itself and moves on to the next thing, that thoroughly disgusts me, because it also feels like cloth, and I hate any kind of cloth covered toilet seat, carpeted restroom. That's even more disgusting to me. But the idea that I've ever had to use one of those toilet seats with the moving toilet cover, I was just so thoroughly disgusted as I sat in this relaxing bathroom in Iceland and thought about, oh my God, how can I ever go back to that if I had to?
Yeah, we'll have to try and find some images of those things.
Yeah.
To add in.
I don't know if we'll have to look. Oh, so again, another tangent. I got onto one that I loved, and it was the the Iceland VIP lounge.
Yeah, that place is amazing. Kind of segues onto airline, actual plane toilets.
Yeah, so I've only ever used the bathroom on a plane, I want to say, let's say 3 times tops.
And we've gone to Hawaii multiple times, which is like 7 or 8 hour flight.
We sound really Richie Rich, like we're doing all these things, and that's not. We've only been to Hawaii twice.
Yeah.
And they were, 7 years apart or something?
Yeah.
We had to save big time for everyone. And of course, going to Iceland, it was also a big deal. We had to save for that. And we were celebrating me being 5 years cancer free, so it's like a big deal. So we're not just gallivanting around, even though I would love to do that. I wish I was a gallivanter. I wish I had first class VIP every flight kind of money, because that's how I was meant to live. And anything less than that is not ideal. I've only ever used the bathroom on a plane, let's say 3 times tops. That's 3 times too many. But it was emergency situations. And here's the thing, and this comes into space in a restroom too. All of these bathrooms are so small. And if you are, a larger person, I am a fat lady, I am a plus size lady, whatever you want to call it, and there's not a lot of room to maneuver. It's definitely a thin privilege thing to be able to use a restroom anywhere and know that you're going to fit in and you can easily do your business and get out.
Yeah.
So it also is an issue when I can only stand up and sit down in a restroom because it's so friggin' small. And that leaves very little room to do the business that needs to be done and do it in a cleanly manner, because that thing is covered with fecal matter. We got freaks walking into an airplane restroom with no shoes on.
Oh, yeah.
Like that guy on the plane next to us when we were going to Manchester. Yeah. Again, gallivanting around. He was wearing socks. He had on a suit and everything, but he's wearing socks, and he went to the airplane restroom in his socks.
Yeah, and the plane's moving and bumping.
There's gonna
gonna
be
get
pee
pee.
everywhere. There's gonna be fecal matter everywhere.
Yeah.
There's not enough room to maneuver to wipe your ass, so you know there's gonna be poops everywhere. The sink is so small. Everything is just like everywhere, but you can barely move. It's disgusting. And people don't even wash their hands. Like, I have seen people come in and out of airplane restrooms. They never even wash their hands. You know why? Because I never heard the noise.
Yeah.
They were like in and out, flush, out. Like, excuse me, turn around and go back there and wash your hands. I want to see you physically drying your hands off from the water after you've washed them when you come out of the restroom. Don't be coming out not washing your hands, you nasty, nasty person. Wash your hands. This is why we're in this mess in the first place. Wash your hands. It's not that difficult. It's the least you could do. Sorry, anyway. It's just so gross. And people, again, a lot of people just think about themselves. What mark have they left on this restroom? They don't think about the marks that other people have left on this restroom. They don't think about the people who are coming after them. And so it's just a chaos, a free-for-all. I don't like it. I want rules and I want them to be followed.
Indeed.
It's really not that hard to just be clean. But also, it is the airline's fault. The bathroom should be bigger. The seats should be bigger. We should be able to have a decent amount of space. A lot of these seats, even thin people feel crowded. So you know what?
Yeah.
I feel like a friggin' biscuit stuffed in a can. And it's not fun because I always get bruises on my hips. But that's a whole airline thing. And I'm sure that'll be a separate episode at some point because I hate airlines, I hate airports, and I hate flying. Unless it's first class. Then hell yeah, sign me up. Let's do that shit. First class is the way to go. The seat is big enough.
Yeah.
On that Iceland one, they will drown you in wine if that is what you choose. They would bring me glasses of wine and they filled it all the way to the top. If there was turbulence, I would have been covered in wine stains.
I think I spilled wine on myself.
I'm
pretty
sure you did. I love you, but I'm sure you spilled wine on yourself. And they kept offering you seconds of food. And I just wanted to say, like, how do you expect people to eat all of this and drink all of this and then use your asshole little bathroom in there? Like, that you're gonna drown me in wine and then expect me to use some little plastic hole in a plane? It's insane. Anyway, I had to slow my roll on the wine because there's no way I was using that airplane bathroom and I had 8 hours to go. So
yeah.
I managed, and it was still a wonderful experience. But only in VIP. Only in the first class, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a miserable experience. And that's why you should probably look at making some more money, because I still want to go places, but I need to go first class. On that note, it's time we take a break.
And we're back. Alright, so I tracked down some horror stories on the internet. We'll put links to them and stuff. Some are, maybe a little more tame than others and stuff, but...
Uh-oh.
Give you some...
He's making some looks, and it's very suspicious, so I don't know what's happening.
It's not that bad. But maybe some of these you might, might hit a nerve, or you might have experienced something similar. Here's the first one. As a child, I went into Golden Corral, ate a plate of food, and excused myself to use the restroom. I walked into the last stall, and there was a lady sitting there pooping and looking back at me. The door was open.
What?
Nothing was locked. We made direct eye contact. I backpedaled saying, "Oh no, I'm sorry." And she was like, "Ah, honey, it's fine."
What? Oh my God. That is terrifying. I don't think I'd ever go to a restroom again. I mean, I think first I would assume she's dead. Because why else would you leave the door open and not feel shame when someone caught you pooping? I mean, what's wrong with her? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is tripping me out.
Gross.
Bring it. Bring it.
I stood up too soon before inspecting the damage. A greasy little clinger fell right down my trouser leg.
Ew, sick.
I didn't realize it until about 2 hours later, when half my colleagues had been commenting that the office smelled like poop, and I discovered my trouser leg was stuck to my thigh.
What?
With what turned out to be poop. And I initially thought it must be melted chocolate, but luckily the sniff test clarified that one.
What?
Probably one of the lowest points of my career to date.
Yeah, I would think so. 2 hours? And you don't know that you have poop in your pants?
Just to clarify, this is a story. This is not me personally experiencing this.
And, okay, yeah, I guess that's good. Because I would have to read you. The library would be open if this was your story. 2 hours. And also, they just assumed it was chocolate? I'm sorry, when did you have chocolate? They just thought chocolate materialized out of nowhere and stuck to their leg and stained their pants? No, sir. Oh, that's gotta be a man. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think
a lady, no.
these are on georgetakai.com.
Oh, okay.
And I think they link out to Reddit stories or something.
Oh my God. I just don't understand. And also, if I kept smelling shit, I'd be like, where is it coming from? Oh, is it from this brown spot on my leg? No, that must be chocolate I haven't seen today. That can't possibly be the doo-doo of which I smell.
That's pretty bad, like, other people in the office are smelling it, and you're not like,
yeah,
I really do smell like shit.
Yeah, yes. Because, I mean, you gotta smell it. You gotta smell it. I used to work at Michael's, the craft store, and I remember one day this old man came in. I know he was wearing a diaper. He smelled awful. I don't know who was supposed to take care of this man, but you could smell him coming down the aisle. And it was not okay. And I felt very bad for him, but also very disgusted. It was bad. You can smell it. I don't understand why you wouldn't question that. Why you wouldn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay.
All right, maybe this will be the last story. This was a little bit longer. Buenos Aires, Thanksgiving 2017.
Oh, somebody trying to get cinematic with it?
I was on my honeymoon. My husband had booked us a 5-course meat dinner. The entire meal would be a delicious 5 pounds of beef and unlimited wine.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Just meat and wine.
I was concerned about being able to consume said 5 pounds of beef. So the local...
This woman. Oh my God. She's hilarious. Okay.
I was concerned about being able to consume said 5 pounds of beef. So at a local cafe, I ordered their laxative British tea.
What? Why would you do that?
My new husband cautiously advised me against my beverage of choice, reminding me we had at least another 30 minutes to our hotel, and we were in fact in a foreign country. I brushed him off, insisting the tea wouldn't work immediately. I would be fine. I would gently poop like a lady upon the return to our hotel. I have never been so wrong in my life. Around 5 minutes after consumption of the tea, I felt my stomach cramp in tight, painful knots.
God.
I clenched my butt cheeks together in horror as I turned to my husband and said, I needed a bathroom immediately. Thankfully, we were outside of McDonald's, so I rushed in.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
This particular McDonald's had a 2-stall women's room. One of the stalls had a handmade sign that read, out of order. The other stall was occupied by a woman I was certain wasn't going to the bathroom, but having a very loud conversation in Spanish. I paced back and forth in the tiny restroom, waiting for the woman to get off the phone. Finally, once my only option was to poop my pants, I pushed open the out-of-order stall and gave myself sweet relief. Naturally, upon emptying my bowels, the woman in the stall next to me left, and a long line suddenly appeared. I decided I need to wait out the line.
Oh no.
As I was a blonde woman, clearly not Argentinian, I didn't want to appear rude for ignoring the sign. Further, the stall I used didn't have teepee, and I was in desperate need.
Oh, no.
And also didn't flush. The line seemed to have disappeared. I snuck out of the stall to find a short Argentinian woman in McDonald's uniform waiting for me. She started screaming, "Caca!" and waving in fury at my stall that reeked of poop. Horrified, I apologized in English and ran out of the bathroom. She decided to follow me through the McDonald's and into the street screaming, "Caca!" My husband locked eyes with me in horror as the small Argentinian woman chased me out of the McDonald's, and every single person stared at me in disgust as I ran away in shame. I still needed to wipe.
Oh, God!
So I made my husband buy water from next door as I cleaned myself up, humiliated.
What?
The dinner was fantastic, though.
What? Then you went to dinner?
This is... I think this was after the dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's good that happened beforehand, the dinner.
Yeah.
So at least you got to enjoy that. I mean, kudos for storytelling skills. I was on the edge of my seat. Oh my God. Oh, no. That's awful. I've had to wait people out in a restroom. Because I don't like people knowing my business. I don't like people knowing what I've done. It's none of your business. So if I have to do something, then I wait till everyone's left and then I come out. But if you've kind of stunk it up or whatever, the key is to wait till no one's there, come out, kind of shut that door, go to another stall, flush the toilet, and come out of that one just in case someone comes in. That way they think you're using the one that doesn't stink because the flush is still happening and they see that you've probably come out of that one. Then you can wash your hands and then go about your business, and they won't assume that you're the one that made the stinky.
Nice.
That's just a hot tip for y'all. How to make it seem like you didn't do something in a bathroom.
Have you ever, being an employee of a location, had to clean a toilet?
No, thank God. I think when I worked at Michael's, sometimes something would happen in the restroom.
Yeah.
And I was able to get out of it every time.
Nice.
And when I worked at the old folks' home, I wasn't involved in the taking care of their spaces, so I didn't have to worry about that. Of course, we had a public restroom we had to use and share with the other employees, but that one was never too bad. So, as restrooms go, it was rather clean.
Yeah. I remember, I think I was like 16 or something like that, and I was working at this little place called Big Wave Dave's.
Oh, the ice cream shop.
Yeah, it's like an arcade and an ice cream shop, and I was working, I'm like the only person working there, and I remember seeing some dude come out of the bathroom like laughing or something, and like whispering to some other guy, and the other guy went in there, and he came out and they were laughing. I was like, shit. So I went in and looked, and the toilet had gotten plugged up, and they both went in and like shit on top of the plugged up toilet.
Ew.
So it was just like, I don't know, like full to the brim or something.
Oh
with like
my gosh.
shit and toilet paper and stuff.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I had to call my boss, and because I couldn't just like leave the store unattended and go clean the bathroom or something.
And that would take a while.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I forget if I think I did end up having to clean it up. I like used like a slotted spoon to like
Oh, Sean.
shovel stuff out into the trash.
Oh, dear Lord. That is so nasty. I would have quit before I even... If they would have said, you have to clean the bathroom, I would have been like, I'm done. I don't get paid enough for this. This is not on me. This is not my job description. No, thank you. I'm done. I would not have even approached it. That's awful.
Indeed. All right. I do have one video resource here that we can go through.
Okay.
We'll have the link in the show notes, but, there we go. I think this is called Weirdest Public Toilets, Crazy and Bizarre Bathrooms. Hailey's twerking in the intro music.
What?
What?
Oh my gosh.
It's like a Oh,
It
that
looks-
is bizarre.
It looks like people bent over the counter in red. It's like mannequin legs in red fishnet tights and red heels and red latex undies bent over this counter. So when you go to wash your hands, you essentially have to bend over these butts as you wash your hands.
Yeah.
So it would look like you were having sex with the mannequin.
Yeah.
That is bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh my. Then there's another really weird one. It's a toilet, but there's a male mannequin with a very thin mustache. And this guy looks way too happy to be made into a toilet.
Yeah.
So the chest and head and arms are fused to the lid of the toilet in the back, and his legs are open wide on each side of the toilet. And then you sit where his
You're
lap
sitting in his lap.
would be. Yeah. It's really freaky. No thanks. See, that's the kind of toilet that would have a camera in it. And that would watch you go to the bathroom. And that is not okay. Now, you know a guy designed this. It's urinals lined up, but there's decals on the wall of women being in awe, or turned on, are excited by, are really into, or wanting to measure, or wanting to take a picture of whatever is in front of them at the urinal. Now, I'm sure some people are into seeing a dude pee, but this gives dudes a wrong idea. That is gross and terrible. I don't like it. I mean, because as a woman, I wouldn't want a decal of a dude trying to take my picture while I'm going to the bathroom. Or being like, ooh, or something like that. No, turn away, fool. This is my private time.
Let's see what else. Yeah, this one's just got all kinds of really...
Oh, dear.
Oh my god.
That's frightening.
It's like a urinal with a guy with a heart on. Oh, great.
That's awful.
That urinal's literally like a mannequin woman.
You piss into the woman. That's so disgusting. Obsession with the decals.
Yeah, a lot of like women with like
Binoculars? She's gotta have binoculars to see it. You pee into a tuba in this one place.
Oh,
These are
wow.
urinal. These are all dude ones.
Yeah, more women checking your dick out while you pee.
Is that what guys want? Ooh, what is this?
A toilet that has like fake legs, I guess, so if someone's looking underneath. I don't know.
What? That's not okay. That thing's gonna be completely covered in fecal matter. That's fabric glued onto a toilet. Oh my.
God.
Jesus.
Oh, some of these are just horrible.
Oh, there's a Jaws one.
Another one painted like that's a mouth.
You're gonna paint the toilet seat, but you're not gonna clean the toilet? I don't understand that.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This one's a
That is a
little
trailer toilet.
life hack toilet here.
Oh.
There's a hole in the ground. They took a traffic cone, turned it upside down, and put a toilet seat on top of it. So,
Yeah, and a piece of plywood and a toilet seat glued down on it.
so
It looks like it's in a tiny cement room that's like the bones of a shower.
yeah, it does.
This is frightening. This is the kind of toilet when you get kidnapped and shoved into some basement. This is the bathroom you have to use.
Yeah.
That's awful. Oh god.
I don't know what that is.
I feel really dirty. I'm getting really grossed out. This is nasty. This whole thing. Ew. I feel so unclean. I'm gonna have to go take a shower. These photos alone disgust me. The amount of germs and just like crusted on grossness in every place here. I cannot.
Here's a travel one, so you can find out what places you never want to go to.
Oh, I already know. France.
This video is called Bathrooms in Foreign Countries, 12 Weird Things You Didn't Know.
Oh, yeah, the Japanese floor toilets? Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to do that either.
Floor toilets.
That was the kind of toilet that my stepmom used in Paris, which is why I don't want to go there.
Oh.
Don't flush toilet paper in Mexico?
Yeah, you didn't know that one?
No.
Yeah.
I've never been to Mexico. So.
No. They got the little
Oh, my.
waste paper basket that you put all your paper and stuff in.
Yeah, pay toilets. I think the
Sweden.
ones in the UK, some of those were pay, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like the ones in Edinburgh that we didn't go to? Oh, no.
Oh, in China. They
Just
got
4 toilets, no doors.
Oof, yeah. Oh my gosh. Like right. Oh, there's one that's like right next to
Your legs
each
would
other.
touch the other person
Yeah.
while you're squatting over a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
This makes American restrooms look a lot better. Let me tell you what. Now, not so grossed out by stall doors. I will take a too small stall over a hole in the ground without anything around it any day of the week. Russian bathrooms. Oh. See, this is what nightmares are made of. When you have to go to the bathroom and other people are allowed to watch you, I've had nightmares about that. Like literal nightmares about having to go to the bathroom and other people being able to watch me as I try to do it.
Well, apparently it's usual in some of them places.
Ugh.
Antarctica doesn't have any sort of sewage system, so everything just goes out to the ocean.
Gosh.
But it's not too many people, so it's not a big deal, apparently.
Irish people don't like using public toilets. They'll do anything to avoid having to use public facilities. 62% of Irish people refuse, while 76% of those won't touch the seat or anything in proximity. Well, I am, 17% Irish?
Yeah. In South Korea, it says like some women, they got the cleaning ladies will just come in while you're going.
Oh my
Just start
gosh.
cleaning.
No, thank you, ma'am. That's like, I'd have to yell at her. If some lady just came in cleaning the bathroom while I'm trying to go,
No.
I'd kick that door shut so fast. It was like when we were leaving Iceland, and they're very punctual people, the Icelandic people. And if you're supposed to be gone by 3, they think you're gone by 2:45. Like they'll be coming in your room. And this lady tried to come in the room while I was getting dressed. And by that time I was so agitated and angry and tired and exhausted. I go, "What the fuck?" And she shut the door. I was so mad. Just people be barging in. It's not okay. They're very punctual. So that was crazy. All of these bathroom facts.
All right, I got a couple things that maybe you would enjoy about public bathrooms.
Okay.
One is there is an app called, at least I found it on the Google Play Store for Android, it's called Refuge Restrooms. It's an app specifically to help transgender and gender non-conforming individuals to find friendly and safe restrooms.
Oh, that's great. I like that.
Yeah.
Look, if you gotta go, and you want it to be safe.
Yeah. It's called Refuge Restrooms.
Restroom.
Here's some, I don't know if you have much experience in women's restrooms with restroom graffiti.
No, it's usually like public restrooms where anybody can go, where there's more graffiti.
Here's one where someone left a lipstick imprint on the wall.
Ugh.
And then someone wrote below it, "Why would you kiss the wall? That's gross."
Yeah. Oh my goodness. There's one that says, "I love your Crocs," said nobody. There are very few cute Crocs.
Oh, and they now have stiletto Crocs, high-heeled Crocs.
I am vehemently against the ugly Crocs. We could do a whole episode on that. Vehemently against. But they do have cute Crocs as well. They exist. Satin rules.
This one has satin rules, and it has it's supposed to be like a pentagram or something.
Yeah, they're supposed to say Satan, but...
Yeah. So someone below it says, "Well, it's a nice fabric and all, but I don't know if it rules."
Oh my gosh.
There's a mirror, and it has that sign that says, "Employees must wash hands." And they put, "What the hell? I waited 45 minutes and no employees came to wash my hands."
Oh my gosh, that person's got jokes. They thought they were really, really cool the day they wrote that on the mirror.
Somebody put eyebrows on the hand dryer, so it kind of looks like it has a face. Obviously a British one. "For a good time, call your nan and invite her over for Sunday dinner. Delightful."
Oh my goodness. People got too much time on their hands.
Indeed. All right, Hailey. Now after all that fun talk of gross public restrooms and restrooms around the world, how are you feeling about public restrooms?
Hate them! They suck. Restrooms are gross. It's nasty. I do everything I can to only use my restroom
Yeah.
because it's so gross. Look, you'll never find me liking public restrooms unless they're pristinely clean and offer me privacy and comfort and relaxation.
I actually tried to do some research to find if there was like a group of people who loved public restrooms, and I was having trouble finding that.
Yeah, yeah, because they all know what they do to them, and then they walk away because they don't have to clean it. They know how gross those things are.
There are some various stories about people having sex in restrooms and things of that nature.
Y'all, come on, y'all.
People masturbating in bathrooms and
Just wait or use your car or go get a hotel room. Come on now. Let's not deface entire things. Like we need restrooms. All right, we do have to go. But you know what? You can keep your dick in your pants for like 10 more minutes so you can take a cab ride to a hotel. I don't have time for people doing other things in a bathroom besides using the bathroom. Use the bathroom, wash your hands, leave. Don't make a mess. Clean up after yourself. Don't be gross.
it reminds me, I did look at like kind of like laws and rules a little bit, and even in Portland, Oregon here, they got like a part in here that's unlawful for 2 or more persons to occupy any restroom that is specifically designed to be used by only one person that is located in a public building or public property.
Nobody enforces that though, unless specifically someone caught you or whatever. Yeah, just get in, get out. Do your business that doesn't involve someone else. Get in, get out.
Try and clean up after yourself.
Please do. Please do. I would also recommend taking the little toilet to go things with you, especially if you're going into like a national park or a camping situation where you're using some kind of outdoor toilet like that. You know, if you're going on a road trip, if you're a mom and you might need these for your kids too. But they're these little things like toilet to go. I'll find them and we'll link them in the description. But they have a seat cover in there. They have toilet paper. They have a hand wipe, like a disinfectant wipe. Yeah. They also have a booty wipe you can use. And they're really, really helpful for on the go. I have definitely used them. And they've come in handy. Like, we went on a wine tour a couple of weeks ago. And I had to use a porta potty, you guys. And it was awful. But I had my little toilet to go, so I had a seat cover and I had toilet paper because they only had the thin 1-ply stuff. There was no sink, so I had the hand wipe I could use, and it definitely came in handy. So
yeah, that's good.
You know, I just want to shout out the toilet to go because I thought it was a little much for me to be able to use, you know. Because a lot of places do have seat covers and that kind of thing. But no, these come in handy, so
sounds
definitely
like a
look
good
into
life
that.
hack.
Sean. Oh my goodness. You're really trying to anger me today. You're throwing the restroom stuff out, and then you're going to introduce life hacks again. You know how much, when any of these shitty things come together, it makes me more angry. And then I turn into a Hulk. And it's not pretty. It's like, you know, Shrek with muscles kind of thing. Think that's how I would look, but in a cute dress and a tiara. So, but really angry. So yeah, toilet to go. Don't use a restroom if you don't have to. You know, wash your hands. I think hopefully I've said that enough this episode.
All right, well, had a good time. Hope you guys did too.
You almost sound sarcastic in the first one. I had a good time. I do like that you're being more talkative, though, so that's good. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I had a great time. I hope it wasn't TMI. I hope that everyone out there is mature enough to handle a little bit of talk about some poop and pee. We all do it. So, you know, everybody poops. Let's just embrace these dark sides of ourselves, not in a gross way where we're free-flowing everywhere. That's another thing. I don't like when people just piss or poop on the side of the road and just leave it there. If you do that, clean up after yourself. If you're going to pee, don't do it on the sidewalk or on some kind of, like where people are. Go out. Go out. please. I don't want to see your fecal matter. I don't want to see a grown man's turd on the side of the road when I'm like pulling off to go get a flower to press or taking some photos of trees. Do you know how disturbing it is to come across a grown man's turd in the forest? It is awful. Just on the side of the road when you're just pulling over to take a nice photo and there is a human-sized shit there? Do you know how disturbing that is? It's awful. It is just atrocious. So please don't do that, y'all. Go out. Dig a little hole if you can. That's ideal. Dig a hole, shit in it, cover it up. Go pee on a bush way out where nobody's gonna walk.
Yep. If you're hiking, they actually recommend you like bury the poop, but to pee on a rock. That way, when the wildlife come for the salt in your urine, they can just lick it off the rock.
Oh, these poor beings of the forest, just licking your urine for salt. That's really bad. That's sad to me. I would put out salt licks if I thought it was helpful, so these poor creatures of the forest didn't have to lick some urine rocks for salt. Ugh. Sorry.
All right, well, I hope everybody had a great time.
I do. I hope you guys had a great time. We look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to chatting with you again next week on the mini episode.
Yeah, so it'd be great if you guys got any stories or feedback or anything.
Yeah, help us help you.
We can bring that up during the mini episode.
Yeah, we'll discuss. It'll be fun. And we hope that you did not have a shitty time, pun intended, tonight. So take care. Have a good weekend. Have fun. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Be excellent to each other.
What?
I was being Bill and Ted.
Oh, be excellent to each other.
The guitar. Yeah, I don't do good at guitar impressions. Sorry. I'm not a human, whatever. You know what that guy's name is? Michael Winslow. He did all of the character, all of the impressions. He could do any kind of instrument. He was amazing. Human noisemaker. What do you call up someone like that? Oh, are you playing the guitar?
We'll see.
All right, do you want to try that again?
Okay, go for it.
All right. Be excellent to each other.
Oh,
I think it sucked more, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm Hailey. He's Sean. I hate to say goodbye, but I'm out. Peace.
Peace.